Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. Click the notification bell as well. A lot of the things that wind up as yard art start out at an auction sale. Auction sales in Manitoba are a great place for people to get together, have a good time, make up for lost time, find out what's going on. You never know what you're going to see at an auction. There's all kinds of seemingly unrelated items. Somebody's whole life is going up for sale here. These old steel wheels would look pretty good at the end of somebody's driveway. Spreadmaster manure spreader, that could be put out in front of your yard too, so you could say, my yard is the one with the iron wheels. Here's some bearings that could be used as yard art. School bus and a couple of tractors, I don't know about that. Some more wheels, wow, lots of wheels. Some Caterpillar tractors, look at the size of these guys. These are more of a mid-sized cat. There's a huge one that I'll show you later on. You won't believe how big it is. These fans could be used for a windmill sort of thing. The wheels, put that out just like it is right at the corner of your driveway. There's something for everybody there. If you need a little serenity, there it is. A wringer, washing machine. This wringer machine doesn't need any electricity to run. These old barn boards would be excellent for making picture frames and things like that. A log cabin that's chinked with mud. Mud wasps are building their nest in there. Every time I see these old wheels, I think of Lao Tzu and his meditation on the spokes of the wheel. Look at that. There's a lot of history there. It's unbelievable. Tractors and farms go together, well, like, I don't know what, like plants and earth, but they're there. Some old tow trucks and a couple of tractors. I love to listen to the auctioneers going on and on. It's really incredible. This one here looks like it's held together with binder twine. I don't know if you get that one working or not. Here the guys are talking about what they got up to, and God only knows how long ago. Here's some gears, sort of a jack for a Model T or something. Again, the wagon wheels. Just love them. Look at the hub there. Some of these things, I don't know, they're good for scrap. This is the one I was talking about. 100,000 pound cat. Enormous. This one here doesn't steer, but it runs well. This is an interesting couple of guard cats on patrol. Well, I'm going to take a little walk around the yard and show you some of the vehicles that are here. I spent 3 weeks here working on my van, waiting for parts and whatnot. In the meantime, we did some yard cleanup, leaf raking and things, but these vehicles are just amazing. I'm really amazed by them. They remind me of my old days. Some of these cars remind me of my Uncle Carl. He had a couple real old vehicles, and I'd like to see these back on the road. Some of them are going to need an awful lot of restoration. They're not so badly rusted as they would be if they were in Ontario. There's a bunch of pieces here. Look at this one here. A lot of character there. The fender and the wooden wheel. I don't know if these had rubber tires. I think they must have had inflatable rubber tires. It's a 1947 panel truck. Just a few other vehicles in the yard. Lots of different trucks here. The old trucks are really cool. There's some car clubs that are specialized in trucks and restored older trucks. Some with Perkins diesels and things like that. These are just mostly gasoline trucks as far as I know. Well, this is looking out at the road. It's so flat. Look how flat the prairies are. I can't get over it. This car looks like it just wants to take off and get out on the road. Now at the corner of the driveway, it's marked with these fence posts. The wheels, this is a drop rake for hay, and there's a cow's skull on top of that. Some old wheels here on the axle. Pretty amazing to see the history. This is the way things used to be done out on the prairies with horses and men, and now tractors have pretty much taken over. What a storm we had. There was lots and lots of sheet lightning and some lightning strikes as well. There was a flood too that happened and caused a lot of damage in some neighboring communities. We were relatively, well, completely unscathed, but we were treated to a beautiful light show. Look at the color of the sky, and it was just amazing. And the clouds were moving so fast. We're on the prairies, so it's flat and there's nothing to slow the wind down. It just goes moving right across. And it gets pretty windy. I mean, I've seen a lot more wind, say, in Newfoundland at Cape St. Mary's, but for where we were, this was plenty windy enough. And then, when the wind stops, the skies are so beautiful and clean. There's our van all ready to roll, loaded up. There's some moths and butterflies that were flying around, some robin's nests here. I've never seen robin's eggs before. Here's a hatched one, look at that. And then here, some more yard art. Here's a little bug planted in somebody's yard. Now we're running down the road. We're headed towards the United States. We've got plans to go to Wall Drug, to Mount Rushmore. Lots of places we want to see. Going to go to Theodore Roosevelt Park. I think that's going to be wonderful. I'm really looking forward to seeing some new things. Just as we were leaving Manitoba, we found these houses that are totally made out of bottles. It's pretty amazing. There's a little chapel here made out of bottles with an organ and some things, a pulpit. There it is from the outside. Very interesting. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. Click the notification bell as well.